Hi 7th grade. I'm going to help walk you through the examples, and after you're finished, go on Khan Academy and practice one-step inequalities. Be sure tonight for homework to spend some extra time on Khan Academy to bring up your classwork grade. So first things first, I look at my inequality. I have 14x is greater than or equal to 5. The first thing I do is I try to figure out what operation is attaching 14 and x. Remember, if there's no operation in between them, that means it's multiplication happening. So it really reads 14 times x is greater than or equal to 5. Next thing I have to do, I have to undo multiplication by doing division. Remember, in 7th grade, I expect you to show division with a fraction line. I'm going to divide each side by 14. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. My 14s will cancel. I'm left with x is greater than or equal to. 5 over 14 won't simplify, so I'm just going to leave it as 5 over 14. My next example reads negative 2x is less than 6. My first step always is to figure out what operation is attaching negative 2 and x. There's no operation in between them, so that means multiplication is happening here. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide each side by what's attached to x. That's a negative 2. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 2. When I look, negative 2 divided by negative 2, they cancel. I'm left with x. When I divide by a negative, that sign flips. Again, when I divide by a negative, our inequality flips. So it's going to change, instead of less than, to be greater than. Now I have to look back at my division. I was dividing 6 divided by negative 2. A positive divided by a negative is going to give me a negative. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So this would read x is greater than negative 3. Our last example, it reads negative 8y is less than or equal to negative 24. Think to yourself, what operation is happening here? Multiplication. I have to undo multiplication. I have to divide each side by negative 8. My negative 8 divided by negative 8 will cancel. I'm left with y. Remember, when I divide by a negative, I have to flip my sign. Now I'm looking over here, negative 24 divided by negative 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3, and a negative divided by a negative gives me a positive number. So I would say y is greater than or equal to 3. Just so you know your answer might be a fraction, that's okay. In Khan Academy, make sure it's in simplest form. I just want to review with you guys really quick how to divide fractions, because you might have to do that. Remember, if I have 5 divided by 14 over 15, remember, I have to make it balanced, so I would put a whole number, I'd put it over 1. Remember, those 3 words I have to keep, change, flip. So I would keep 5 over 1 the same. I would change division to multiplication, and I would flip 14 over 15 to become 15 over 14. Remember, you multiply across, so I would multiply 15 times 5, and that 5 times 5 would give me 25. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. So I'd end up getting 75 over 14. Remember, go and practice on Khan Academy. One-step inequalities. Good luck on your last day of ELA, and I'll see you guys back in class on Friday.